Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the playoffs for this week's Quarantine Cup, number 103. And this week we got to feature the Allies previews in the competition. So I'm sitting here in the second seed versus Furkol, and on the other side, Cyrix versus Minion Pawn is taking place. We have 5-2 here, which does not look super good. Actually, just in general, the board looks a little weak, but the 5-2 is not doing a whole lot, and I think the 5-2 is a little nicer than the 2-5. I don't know, maybe not. Certainly I'm first player, it's not a huge deal. It's really nothing with capitalism. Kind of wondering if I take the relic first here over the den. I don't think den is unreasonable, but yeah, you could get a Royal Galley. I mean, it's a little bit of a weird buy, right? I mean, obviously Royal Galley on Hunting Grounds is super good, and even Hunters or whatever is very good. You just don't have any targets yet. I guess Royal Galley is probably enough of a village here that this works. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit slow to get going, but certainly not unreasonable. This is, I guess they're not at the top of a shuffle. Probably take dens for a little bit. This is nice. I get to play my relic again here. That's actually quite cool. I don't know that Acolyte is, I think, a must buy here. It's almost like you're adding the Royal Galleys even though they don't do anything. I guess the other thing I could have done there was a big mint. Maybe I should have done that instead. See if they'll let me. Because I do have all the coppers. This isn't like fine drawing, but I mean, what else can I expect? I mean, I obviously would have been nice to have both the treasures, but I wonder if it's better to play the relic and buy a Royal Galley or something. We just meant the silver. The mint may have been, it may have been, well, it seems fine. I was going to say that possibly we ought to have kept a copper, but don't know. This seems like okay-ish. If not stupendous. Sorry about that. The acolytes don't seem super important. We'll probably, this is a little odd. I mean, whatever I'm doing here, it's like the low price points are very unappealing. But also hitting the high ones with like buy is not trivial. Like at all. Like we can just keep hitting dens is not crazy until we hit. I mean, 8 for double Royal Galley is really even not that exciting either because of maybe Sorceress. 9 would, I guess we don't have 9, but there they get a mint. Like 8 here is not the most exciting thing in the world. What are the cards left? Do we have 2 dens or it's like a state? And is there another treasure? Okay, there's another. Well, I mean 10 is very good here, so that seems pretty easy. Cursing seems pretty harmful here. And we can guess relic or like estate a reasonable amount of the time. I mean, yeah, if we put in 3 or 4 curses into their deck before they get anything nice going, they're gonna be toast. Or in a really bad spot at least. I don't know that we'll hit the cursing, of course. But, so there's two estates. And there's not 3 of anything, so I guess estate is as good as anything. Okay, so we missed that, but it was still pretty okay as far as that all goes. We could try and double Sorceress just so that we like really control the cursing. This is not good draw to see the 3 estates in here. Especially we dumped some of them, so it was somewhat unlikely. I mean, if they don't take any sorceresses here, I'll double. Well, I'll probably double anyway. So now there's like 2 silvers and a relic. So we should be able to hit some of this. Now it's just silver and relic, so it's like, I don't know, I'll switch. I'll do the other one this time. Okay, yeah, so what's the relic? There wasn't a particular reason to not do it that way. So like we can either go hunter sorceress or just double sorceress and never be cursed, which seems like pretty cool here anyway. It's not unreasonable to take that aqueduct at some point, though it's not critical. Like if you, for instance, if you take like a, I don't know, a duchy or something. I mean, like it's fine, but it's not. So there's 2 silvers, no, there's quite a few dens. Not crazy to wish for them. And of course it wouldn't have been crazy to wish for sorceresses either. But didn't hit them. Okay. We get to 10. Okay, 10 here is pretty awesome because we can go Royal Galley Hunting Grounds. Maybe it should be Royal Galley Hunter, I'm not sure. But I mean, I still like our chances in the long game here. Despite our not really doing too good. Does Acolyte? Acolyte can't trash curses, right? What does Acolyte do? Yeah, it can't trash curses. They may get the 7-point aqueduct now, which is a lot of points. Like, there would have been some argument for taking a green card on my turn. Just, there's no repile really happening unless we suddenly rush down the Royal Galleys. So even if you take this province, if you get 9 of the curses, if you get 10 of the curses, eventually it's not doing so much for you. Now, I'm also not really cursing super well. In fact, I'm cursing just awfully at the moment, but we aren't finding dens, which is killer. Like, that was like, I don't know, I mean, that was a really bad draw. So maybe we'll lose just on them getting provinces really fast. That's not impossible. I probably should have gotten Sorceress plus Hunter that one turn. It all kind of went apart there. I mean, Firkle really does just have to buy provinces, though. There's no reason for them to do anything but that. It doesn't really make any sense. There's still like a lot of denizens down in here now. There's something to be said for just doing the hunting grounds in this instance. Even though we're probably not finding, well, this other treasures are all gone, I think. Well, there may be one relic. We can still play the hunting grounds, of course, to try and draw the dens. Probably had a chance where I should have rotated the herb gatherers. I don't really love the hunting grounds from them. I don't know, with 6 I guess it's not unreasonable, but this is kind of bad too. Well, what is it? There's an estate, 2 dens. A lot of sorceresses, actually. The dream here would be to get the can I use the buy here? Yeah. Dream would have been to get the Royal Galley down with the hunting grounds here, but can we? I don't think we can afford to mint stuff just yet, unfortunately. Well, Den is probably, Den and Relic both have 3, so it's not a huge difference. The other thing, I mean, if we're drawing deck or we have like hunter information, it's possible to do a little better than I'm doing right now, but okay, that wasn't super good, but those were kind of bad, but whatever. So this last card is a Royal Galley. I'm just going to do 2 dens on the turn where I have this hunter down. Maybe I should have taken a gold there. Yeah, this is kind of rough. They're going to definitely province the next 2 turns. but that's the way it goes. Should do this first and like take out I guess it might as well be a relic. It probably technically should be a silver, but now this order doesn't matter. This is already not a great draw. Unfortunate. We can't draw a silver and gain it, which is sad. There's got to be a Sybil down in here too, right? I should have. Maybe they'll let me undo it. I haven't played anything yet. I mean, it would be cool to Royal Galley a Sybil, but I don't know that that's happening. I don't know what the last card is. I guess it's a sorceress. This is kind of bad ordering, but hopefully we have enough draw that it doesn't matter. So they're gonna go for a pile out, I guess, but I don't know. Should we? It's not like critical that we actually do these curses at the moment. We just need to be able to do them when we're winning. So this doesn't have to hit. I mean, it'd be nice to hit at some point, but we really don't need to give the last curse until we're winning. If we're ever winning, I guess. I wonder if I should have gotten a leprechaun at some point. It would have been kind of awkward to get it timed. My deck was just kind of terrible. We might as well actually give them the curse pretty much whenever here. They're not going to get the rest of the Royal Galleys. They're not gonna double. We can go province duchy. We can't double province, that's not safe. Oh, it doesn't make you name it, that's nice. We should be good here now. Even if we don't. Well, if they double duchy, then we need to actually get the double province. I mean, when they shuffle, they're actually just gonna have a hard time even hitting province again ever. So, okay. Well, they go province estate, which is probably the worst of the ones they could do there. Just province works, right? Get the last of the aqueduct. Guess minion pawn 1 since he's the one specking. I don't want to kick Furcole, but I do need Furcole to exit the seat. Give him a second. Alright, I'm kicking him. Okay. Alright. Look at the wizards. League of Bankers. Augurs again. We can have a sorcerer versus sorceress. We can have a wizards versus augur judgment match. The what can you do here? What can you do here? Students the only trashing, herb gatherers the only plus buy. Except I don't actually think you can really use plus buy here very easily. You can get some, or I would be a little afraid to play this board without trashing, but maybe you could. You can also get quite a bit of, well, I was going to say League of Bankers might be okay to get some favors, but it's really pretty underwhelming. What is actually kind of not so underwhelming is just trying to thin down to get some leprechaun stuff going. Potentially. Just play every student on coppers till all the coppers are gone. Trash 3 coppers. I mean, I need to be able to buy a... do need to be able to buy a leprechaun at some point. Maybe we only do one of them this time. Just for the joy of it. I don't know that what I'm doing is at all reasonable. Maybe extremely unreasonable. It would be kind of nice to, I don't know, you're very terminal limited, but like you get hit with the poverty, it doesn't matter. They're gonna trash me out of curse here while giving me one, so that's great. I don't really know what I'm doing beyond this. Just thought it would be kind of fun. So far, I've gotten the right hexes. Gotten the no harm hexes for me. I don't know if you can get enough like non-turn. We don't really have cantrips. You could maybe do it with courier. Courier. You're lucky. It's kind of hard. I'm thinking along the lines of leprechaun activation. Like you can, in theory, have quite a few covens into maybe an apprentice into leprechaun, but you have to play. It's too many. We need a cantrip really badly. So like I said, if you had couriers, it might work, but I don't know, a lot of turns it won't work at all. Do you have the $2 bankers with I didn't need to really play both of those golds, but whatever. $2 bankers with the gold deck is pretty good. Wonder if I should discard it from exile. This is a little sad. I guess I could trash one of the students. I don't know if I'm prepared to do that yet. I am out of coppers, so it's like just trashing curses, but I am also certainly going to receive some curses. This is actually not the worst, and by not the worst I mean it's actually probably pretty good. Or actually I was thinking I could gain any 5, so that's not true. It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. It could be pretty notably worse. I'm gonna grain now. There's not really a reason not to. The only other card I would really want in my deck is a apprentice. That's not a great war for me. So fortunately they do have the old witch, so it's not the end of the world either. And I'm gonna be really good at buying provinces. So like an envious would hurt here. No, we'd still get there, wouldn't we? Plague would be fine. So we're getting $2, so we get there regardless. And Bad Omens was fine. It was all fine. I'm a big fan of the losing the student was maybe bad, but probably only going to cost us maybe a point or two across the whole game. Because, like, I don't know what we're also, I mean, we were going to have to pair with a curse before that did anything for us anyway. They don't have province here. I'm just super one. Like, we won't reveal we had a gold. That's what we'll keep secret. Well, this is pretty bad, actually. Or kind of, no, actually, it's not. I always say it's pretty bad, but really it's fine. Duchy is totally fine here. Miserable would be kind of not great, but the rest is not super bad. See, it's like the fact that I can hit province off a hand like this is just like GG. To have a 3 curse hand but hit province in this game is too much. Now this one doesn't, but I might think, well, as long as we're hitting duchies, it's really not a big deal. And we don't want to do any of the, we don't really want to do any of the top deck attack kind of stuff that might cost us a province. So this is just like, that all worked out better than I thought it would. Well, I didn't really know if that deck would run, but in the end it did. So thanks for watching. I hope anyone who came out and played enjoyed it. Thanks for coming out, and I'll catch you all later.